So about Bronto, Bronto is the marketing platform for commerce. So we really focus purely on the commerce vertical, and that's why it's such a great match with Magento. We're the leading self-service ESP to the IR1000, have over 1,200 customers, send a whole bunch of emails, and we were founded about 12 years ago. We're actually having our birthday party on Thursday, so that should be fun. And we have over 200 employees, and we're headquartered in Durham, but we have offices in London and Sydney as well. And then about myself, so I was a product manager at Bronto for 2 years before I took over the engineering services team. And so now I'm responsible for our Magento extension, basically the top to bottom, the whole kind of roadmap, as well as leading the teams that develop our extension and implement it internally. So for this talk, I want to talk about power-ups, and it's all about driving revenue. And so as we kind of go through some of these things, I want you guys to hopefully leave with a few takeaways, some interesting thoughts of what to kind of think about when you go back and try to implement some of these things. So we'll see if we can, oh, that was close. It's supposed to drop down to the bottom. So we'll see if we can get you up to the top of that little bar there and really kind of power up your marketing. So in terms of how to integrate, like I said, Magento has so much data and very rich information. So newsletter subscribers is obviously kind of a key one. If you don't have that, you don't know who to market to. So customer attributes, a lot of that personal information, order history, triggered emails, product recommendations, and coupons. So with newsletter subscribers, again, you want to know who is opting into your campaigns and wants to receive messages from you guys. So that subscriber status is a very important thing, because if they're not opted in, then obviously you can only send a transactional message. But one key thing that so many people don't really think about is when you're sending those transactional messages, you should still promote getting people to join your marketing messages. Just a very simple thing in there, maybe a quick value prop in terms of why they would want to opt in, and then a way for them to click to sign up. So having that status in your marketing platform allows you to leverage something like dynamic content, where people that are opted in are not going to see this little banner, but people that are or people that aren't will see that. Customer attributes. So there's a lot of personal kind of demographic information, birthday, location, address attributes. Customer group, so that's something that people kind of leverage in all sorts of ways on Magento. So if that's something that's important to you, maybe you have a wholesale business and a kind of a direct-to-consumer business, you want to get that inside your marketing platform so you know how to treat people differently. And then store credit and reward points. So this is definitely something that is powerful, right? There's something waiting there for those people to come back and purchase. And so you want to make sure that you're automating those reminders, but you need to personalize them. So you want to have, how much store credit they have, maybe when something expires, or how many reward points they have, and then if someone has $5 in store credit, they're not going to come back and spend $5. They're probably going to spend more than that. So you want those automated reminders to get those people coming back to your site. Order history. So this is an extremely important one, and really kind of the crutch of the whole commerce marketing philosophy, in terms of having that data inside of your platform that you can segment on and really start to personalize and create targeted campaigns. Past purchase history is a great indicator of the future, and so you want to make sure you're taking advantage of that. So things like promotion personalization. So at a high level, if you're just sending out some marketing general promotion, you want to at least kind of split people up into categories. You don't want to promote maybe male shoes to someone who's been purchasing female shoes for the last 6 months. Replenishment, if you sell something that kind of runs out, whether that's makeup or you have a typical kind of end of life on something, you want to make sure that you're kind of going back to those people and saying, hey, it might be time for you to come back and buy some more. Care tips. So after someone purchases, kind of a post-purchase campaign, You want to help them understand how to take care of that product. I was talking to some guys yesterday who sell furniture online. So if they were to sell a couch to someone, they want to maybe follow up after it's been delivered and there for a little while, provide some care tips in terms of how to clean the couch. But maybe they also sell kind of a warranty for against stains or something to that end. And if the person didn't buy that warranty when they got the couch, then you could try to upsell them that at that time. So here's kind of how you care for your couch, but don't forget we have this great stain warranty that can really protect you. And so being able to kind of slice and dice that order data within your marketing platform allows you to deliver that message that is extremely personalized and trying to get them to buy more. Triggered emails. So Magento sends a whole host of transactional emails, and you want to get those all going through your marketing platform so that you can leverage that ESP's deliverability, reporting, having all your message reporting kind of within one platform is important. And then message creation typically is going to be far more expansive within an ESP than in Magento. So order and shipping confirmation, forgot passwords, many more. Transactional emails are by far one of the highest open, so you want to leverage that. And you also have the ability to kind of put about 20% of content in there that's marketing. So you're going to get people to open them. You might as well add a little bit of marketing to try to bring them back to your site. Cart abandonment is obviously one of the largest revenue driving campaigns that is very easy to kind of set up and get running, especially with ESPs that have extensions in the Magento marketplace. You want to make sure that you're personalizing those, having all the contents of the cart and driving them back to the cart and potentially leveraging a series. Review requests. So this is, if that kind of content on your site is helping drive more orders, you want to make sure that you are leveraging that and trying to get people to come back and provide more information so that the next customer sees that and will feel more comfortable purchasing from you. So the easier it is for you to just set up something where, say, 14 days after the order is closed, I want to go ahead and ask this customer to come back and review that product. And so that can work with Magento's review functionality. If you leverage some other third party, you can kind of leverage that as well, and it's just a great way to get them back to your site. Product recommendations. So this is extremely powerful, and so you have so much catalog information within Magento then that you should try to leverage in terms of the promotions that you put out. And you should really kind of add it to all those emails that we went through. That extra 20% is a great spot for those recommendations. So, you have an order confirmation or an abandoned cart, getting the specific recommended products as it relates to the items in that order or cart will just generate so much more revenue for you guys. So related upsells and cross-sells, you can look at recently viewed, you can look at best sellers, most viewed, new items. So you can get kind of a new items digest. So maybe every month or so, you want to inform your customers of all the new products that you have, so that they can come back. And the more you can even tailor that, the better. Coupons. So this is an area that I'm really getting interested in here. So Magento has a lot of functionality and ability for you guys to generate coupons. And they handle the redemption, obviously, but there's a whole host of other stuff that you guys can leverage in terms of being able to report on that and optimize your campaigns. So many people are concerned about coupons getting out, and so having unique one-time use coupons per customer is a great way to diminish that. But like I said, the reporting side is where it really gets interesting. So if you can look at how much revenue you're driving with a coupon versus how much you're having to give up, you can start to optimize those campaigns. If you're offering someone 15% off, but you're driving just as much revenue with a 10% off coupon, then why not just go down to the 10% off? Looking at your average time to redeem helps you maybe figure out your expiration dates, and then kind of the net revenue that you're getting and your typical ROI. And being able to compare those at a campaign level as well as your account level, and then kind of at a promotion level. So if you have multiple campaigns that are 10% off that you run, then you can compare that to all your 15% off campaigns. And so that type of reporting is extremely efficient and helpful to optimize your coupons. But then when you look at it at kind of the customer level, you can see things like last redemption date, total number of redeemed coupons, and the most redeemed promotion. So that when you're going to offer a coupon to a customer, you should offer them the one that's most likely to resonate with them, right? So if I never use free shipping, all I care about is the 10% off, then why keep giving me a free shipping coupon? So being able to see that is very helpful. And then also, if someone keeps buying from you, why keep giving them a coupon, right? If they're already a loyal customer, you don't necessarily have to keep giving them a coupon to drive them back. So the customer lifecycle, RFM data is really kind of key to determining your customer lifecycle, and it's a great way to split them up into kind of these different stages, and that way you can treat them differently. So recency, frequency, monetary data are things like the first and last order, total and date, total number of orders, average order value, lifetime value. And so with those pieces of information, which you want to really kind of roll up over all your transactional data, all that order history that's in Magento, you can start to create these stages. People that have never purchased, people that are first-time buyers, people that haven't bought in a while, and then you're really kind of VIP customers. And again, you want to treat them differently. So with your never purchased, maybe you just got them to opt in. They're just kind of learning about you. You want to communicate your brand, your values. You want to try to gather preferences so that you can learn more about them since they haven't purchased yet, and promote things like your best sellers, things that you know do well. And then really kind of match incentives with your source, right? So if someone comes to your site organically and they're signing up in your footer or on a product page, that has a lot more intent rather than someone maybe coming in through a social promotion or something to that end. So maybe you give up a little bit of your margin when you know that someone is going to, has that much more intent to buy from you. So kind of matching those two things can really help optimize that. And then first-time buyers, you want to promote complementary products. So if I were to buy a new monitor for my computer, I probably wouldn't want to see at the bottom of that email, hey, look at all these other great monitors. That's not something that you typically buy again and again, unless maybe it's a wholesale type of business. So I would rather receive something like a cable or monitor wipes or different things that are really kind of related accessories and not so much a specific related product. So make sure that you're careful about that. And those types of product recommendations that I mentioned before is a great way to do that, leveraging your Magento catalog. Lapsed purchasers, so you want to look at the data for your timing. So knowing your customers, knowing when they basically stop buying, and leveraging that sort of time to reach back out to them, to try to re-engage them. And you want to have that kind of voice, like we miss you, that type of messaging with that campaign. But you really need to make sure that you're checking all of your channels. If you just look at maybe what's sold online and you forget what's sold in store, then you may be saying, hey, we miss you to someone who actually just bought from you 2 days ago, and that does not go over well. So getting all that data, all that order history from all your channels into your marketing platform to be able to segment on that is the way to do it. And then we have VIP customers. So these guys are extremely important, right? You want to treat them with an exclusivity, and the way to promote them is you want to make sure that you're not sending this to everyone. So if I haven't bought, or maybe I only just bought once, I don't really want to see that, hey, I'm now your best customer. That doesn't quite match and align with with the way that people were acting. So you want to make sure that you're being exclusive with that. You want to promote your program benefits. So maybe there's free shipping, maybe it's like sneak peeks and kind of behind the scenes types of things. So you want to make sure that you're informing your customers of the benefits of the program. Determine internal goals. So this is really important, right? So when you're thinking about creating a VIP program, you want to make sure that you know what you're trying to accomplish. Is your goal to increase your average order value? Then if so, then try to figure out the way to structure the program to do that. Maybe whatever your kind of goal average order value is, that's where you kind of put the promotion level. So if it's $150, you get 10% off once you hit $150. And so the people are, again, kind of most likely going to end up going over that, so that's great as well. And create bands. So if someone is spending an average of $25, I don't necessarily want to get a promotion that says I have to spend $150. So if you're able to kind of create those bands and split up your customers into different levels that make sense, then you can start to graduate those customers up levels. So maybe it starts with the $25 with a small promotion, and then they kind of graduate to the $50 and so on. So again, you really want to kind of treat these people differently across all the different life cycle stages. So we got almost full there, almost ready to level up. But to come to if you come to Lounge 87 and see us and talk to us some more, then you'll finish your level up there.